Hey, hi, everyone. Good morning, all. Okay. A few more folks will join in some time. Meanwhile, we'll proceed. Great. Okay. Okay. Before I proceed, right, let's have a basic introduction. Okay. Just two lines about yourself, uh, like what are you doing? Okay. What's your name? What are you doing? Okay. If you're working or a student, are you fresher? Anything is fine. Just two lines about yourself would be great to proceed further. Then I'll introduce myself, okay, and then we'll proceed. Just we'll spend 5 minutes of time, nothing much. Just 5 minutes we'll spend it here, okay, and then we'll proceed from here. Fine. Okay. Anyone would like to introduce yourself? Just two lines about yourself, your name. If you're working, your student, your fresher, anything is fine. Just two lines about yourself. Or you're from IT background, non-IT background, you're uh, okay. Anything is fine. Feel free, guys. Feel free to unmute yourself and just introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. This is Arun from TCS. So I'm working as a data stage admin.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hi. My name is Sandeep. Same with the TCS. I'm also working as a data stage admin with Arun, myself, and Bharti. We're all the same team.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes, hi team. My name is Bharat. I'm also from TCS, working as a data set admin.
Great. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm a fresher. I would like to know more about the AWS integration and
Okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to go?
Hello everyone, this is Manoj. Um, so in India, I was working as a Devops engineer. So then I moved to USA for masters. I'm done with my masters. Now I want to update my skills because when I was working as a Devops engineer, uh, for containerization purpose, I used to work with the Docker, CI/CD pipeline with the Jenkins. But now the JD is asking for Kubernetes and Azure Factory with CI/CD pipeline. So that's the reason I want to update my skills. So that's why I joined here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else would like to go? Bharti, I'm like you unmuted, but your voice was not audible for me, right? Any audio problem from your side? Okay, fine. Fine. If it's not audible, you can leave a message for us. No issues, fine. Okay. Okay, coming to myself, I'm the trainer for this complete DevOps and AWS guys. So yeah, Sujana, you want to introduce yourself? Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to introduce yourself, two lines about yourself. Feel free to unmute yourself. No worries. Okay. Fine. So myself, Sagar. My name is Sagar. I am the trainer for this complete DevOps and AWS. I started my career around 2012, okay, as an intern to Wipro. Then I worked for multiple clients in this. I worked for Farmers Insurance. I worked for Citibank. Uh, I worked for uh, your Ericsson, okay, Ericsson Networks. I worked for it. Then I moved to company called Altimetric. Okay, there I spent around like 5 years of time. Then I moved to, at present, I moved to MasterCard. So I'm currently working there as a lead, where I lead around 8 people under me. So we have a complete a CI/CD team where they do the automation deployments. We manage security and etc. things over there. Okay, that's a brief about myself. Okay. Okay, no worries. That's a brief on myself. So here, as part of career IT, we train multiple batches. Okay, so we have batches like consultancy batches are there. We have like tie-up with consultancies. We have tie-up with some of the companies where they want corporate level of training, and also like individual batches. So these are like what you attend is individual, like people register themselves and then they connect. Okay, so there are different ways of batches which we take on a daily basis. Okay, from morning 6 it starts and then it goes to like 9-10. Okay, so that's what the regular thing, and after that I have my office, I start for the day. But anytime you feel you want to contact me, you want to reach out to me, you want to have a session, okay, where you want to clarify doubts, feel free to contact institute. The same link what you're connecting now will be opened again. Okay, where you can just connect with me, do your screen sharing. In case you have a doubt, you can clarify it. Okay, it's not that just in that 1 hour session you will be asking a doubts and anything. No, you can connect anytime. You can just check for them for the slot in a day. They'll give you one slot, and then in that slot you can connect and you can ask us anything what you want. Right? Okay, so that's overall about the brief. So before we go into the demo part, okay, so this would be the agenda for today. Okay, this would be the agenda for today. So DevOps overview, cloud computing, AWS cloud engineering. Okay, and the most important find is the industry is using DevOps and cloud. Okay, doesn't matter it's a fresher, doesn't matter it's people are fresher, people are from non-IT, people are from already IT or working in the corporate world. So this is very important for them. Okay, because look at the various industries, not only the software. Okay, so there are various industries where you have a good work of DevOps, you'll find over there, good career path, you have it. Okay, and how do you have a good roadmap for DevOps? Okay, in case you want to start with DevOps and cloud, what is a roadmap for that? Okay, so we'll deep discuss about this, okay, in our session. Okay, fine. So fine. So but before I proceed, okay, I would like, okay, to have little bit of prerequisite. Okay, so that, okay, most of the people's doubts would clarify here at this point. Okay, and just to inform you, this is a demo, so we have to run PPTs. Okay, otherwise on the daily base classes we completely work on whiteboard. Okay, we completely work on whiteboard. So whatever you see it here, we completely work on whiteboard. We draw the architectures, we implement the architectures over here. Okay, it can be any kind of a tool you learn. Okay, a DevOps or cloud or whatever. Okay, completely you'll be learning in terms of your flows. Okay, completely whiteboard you'll be learning, and everything what you get is shared in the form of notes. Whatever you write it, you learn Kubernetes, you learn Terraform, you learn everything. So daily we'll be writing the notes, daily we'll be having like half an hour theory, half an hour practical. Okay, whatever subject you learn it, everything is the same format. Okay, everything you get in the same format, that is what you learn. Right? And hope you guys might have got the syllabus. If you have not got, I'll share this after the class to the admin. Admin will share it to you. So we have upgraded the syllabus for 2025. Okay, we expanded the syllabus much more. Okay, so you can go through the complete syllabus. I don't know if you have got this one. I'll just share the syllabus back to admin. Okay, and you can just have a look on that. Okay, all that in details you can look at it. And if you feel that something is missing, you need some information, okay, in terms of your Terraform or in terms of your anything, just go through that and just come back with us. Okay, complete monitoring, interview, everything is recorded here. Right? Okay, so my voice is a little bit low. Okay, is it for everyone? I don't know. Okay, fine. Let me just, okay, increase my little bit of bass. Okay, so everything what you see on the screen, is part of the syllabus, where also we have interview guidance, because people might move for a different technology, or people are already in the technology might need a little bit of guidance how to build their resumes, how to groom, okay, their mindsets, okay, how do you crack your technical interviews and etc things, okay. So we'll have that, and rest of the things like whatever you learn here, everything is shareable, guys, okay, everything is shareable except this PPT. Everything we share it to you, okay, you can take along with it. It will be in the drive where you can take along with you, right? Nothing is restricted that you cannot use something along with. Everything is shared back to you, right? So everything what you learn is in the form of whiteboard. So you can, I'll show you the diagrams and everything also. But before that, let's move into prerequisite. Okay. So very first, guys, remember that you're entering the world of, okay, you're entering into the world of, okay, you're entering the world of your DevOps. Okay. So when you enter the world of DevOps, time and patience is required, guys. Remember, time and patience is very important. Why? Because this is one of the digital course. Remember, this is one of the digital course, and it is most demand the market. You just research it on the first, on the top 10 technology. If you search, DevOps will be one of them. Okay, one among them, DevOps will be there, cloud will be there, because that is used by the entire population. Okay, entire population indirectly they use it, but they use this DevOps and cloud behind every website. We make use of it, behind every app what you're using it. Okay, in your mobile, whatever the data is connecting today, everything is via cloud. Okay, and how your any application, it can be Netflix, anything, how it is 24/7 up because of cloud. So why I'm bringing this, because have time and patience. There's a lot of result for it. Okay, because like once you step into it, okay, and once you have a little bit of experience, you'll see a next level of career in your roadmap of your career, right? So then basics of Linux. Okay, so basics of Linux, we will be teaching you from the scratch till the advanced level. Okay, it's not just basics you'll be learning. Why basics of Linux? Because now most of the platforms or most of the websites are hosted on the platform of Linux. Okay, so Linux plays a very major role. It's an operating system which plays a very major role. It's very secure. Okay, and shell scripting is automation. We'll be learning the scripting part as well as part of this one. Okay, both will be covering here. It is there in the syllabus. You can go through that. And anyone is passionate can kickstart their career. There is no hard prerequisite. I will not say that definitely you require this knowledge only, then you can start DevOps. No, anyone can start it. Okay, we have seen people from different background joining this one. Okay, who doesn't have any touch to the computers, who never been in the field of computers. Okay, so they also started this one and they are working. Okay, that is proven, that is possible. Fine. And we don't do any programming here, no coding at all. We don't touch any kind of a coding. Okay, it's purely DevOps tools and cloud services. Okay, what are the cloud offer services that would be, we'll be using it. Okay, so graduates, undergraduates, non-IT people, IT people, everyone can attend this program. There is no hard prerequisite. Okay, everyone can go through this program. Right now, okay, coming to your, okay, coming to your course outline. So introduction to DevOps world, okay, Linux administration, DevOps tools, AWS cloud handling, monitoring, and interview guidance. So these are 6 modules which we'll be covering here. In this module number 2 to module number 5 is completely technical. This purely technical one. Introduction to DevOps world is, we'll be walking through to the complete terminologies of the DevOps, the process of DevOps, okay, okay, the benefits, the principles, and etc things, so that you'll get an idea about the complete DevOps process. Okay, this will help you in the interview when we sit with the client rounds, or when you sit with the higher management level, right? So there they'll ask you about the process and everything. There it will help you, as well as it will give you some knowledge about DevOps. Okay, and then interview guidance, we'll be having this bi-weekly one session where we'll be speaking about more about the resumes, more about the scenario based questions. Okay, how do you address, okay, how do you address a query and etc things, we'll be speaking about it. Okay, and rest IO modules. Okay, we'll be starting with Linux. Okay, then we'll be going with your AWS or DevOps, and then with your monitoring. So you can start individually. Okay, all these are different models, not interconnected anywhere. Okay, you can learn them separately, step by step. Right now, moving on, these are your course overview tools, where you can see the complete tools here. Okay, we have just mentioned it again. In the stack, you have your monitoring stack is there, that has again 8 tools in that, okay, respective one. Now coming to your projects. So we'll be spending a good amount of time on the projects. It's not that you will be just doing the projects at the end and just rushing it. No. Right after you complete some part of your DevOps, will whatever tools you have, with that tools will be starting a minimal project. And then once your tools, one tool gets added, we'll be adding one project. So project is not built in one day. Okay. So project is something where you gain a knowledge about how a customer deployment is done. Okay. How do you automate your manual process? Okay. What level of integrations you do it? Okay. So all that things, your daily activity, your day-to-day activity, your customer deployments. Okay. Some customer is sitting in Docker, some customer is using Kubernetes, some customer is using Ansible your deployment. So how different environments you have and what level of different deployments you'll be doing it here, that you'll be learning along with the architectures. Okay. You'll be designing the architecture and then you'll be implementing this one. Okay. It is not just doing it. We also implement the complete flows will be implementing, so that you'll get an idea that how exactly your branching works, your build automation works, how does the sonar cube testing or different level of testing your developer works. So complete process, right? So that you understand the complete flow exactly because once you go in the company, you don't need to get, okay, you don't need to learn again things, right? So you are learning it here. So whatever you learn it here, exactly same is there in the company. Every tool what you learn, every command what you learn is exactly same in the company. Okay, that's the beauty of your DevOps and cloud. And then infrastructure provisioning toward the Ansible, your Docker, Kubernetes. Okay, the end-to-end pipeline flows, everything will be learning it here in terms of the architectures. Okay, these are few of more deployment based. Okay, what level of deployments you'll be doing it in the different environments. Okay, we'll be speaking about it. Okay, so complement technical walkthrough of complete flow, we'll be implementing it here. Right? Okay, right. Okay, so this is just a prerequisite. Okay, to just give you some extent about this start of this course. Okay, now I know like a lot of people have a lot of queries. Okay, I'll definitely take your queries. Just give me more 10 to 15 minutes of time. Okay, as this is a demo, so that's the reason we have to use PPT. Okay, there's no other choice, because if I make you sit for next 3 hours or 4 hours to explain everything in detail, it will take a longer time. Okay, but we'll definitely draw a technical diagram. Okay, we'll show you the technical diagram, how it goes and everything. But before that, let's drive a little bit of introduction to DevOps, have a knowledge of what is DevOps. Okay, who is a DevOps engineer, where exactly DevOps is used. Okay, this is a basic thing. We'll start it, and then slowly I'll drive into more. Okay, and I'll pause it for 5 minutes to have your question answers. I know a lot of questions will be there where people want to ask something, but definitely we'll open it for. Just give me some 10 more minutes, okay, and then we'll proceed with it. Now, very first thing, guys. Okay. Who is a DevOps engineer? Okay, so who is this dev? Who is a ops? Okay, dev is a developer. The developer in a person, developer is a person who develops the code, who writes the code, okay, who implements the coding part, okay, for the application. And operation people, you can treat operation people in multiple ways. You can say a DevOps engineer is operation people, a cloud engineer is operation people, your Linux admin, your system admins, all these are comes under operations, right? Now, okay, everyone, your Linux network, everything will come to cloud only. End of the day, it's cloud. Okay, and then what is DevOps? Now we understood two keywords, Dev and Ops, two different teams or two different people are merged here to form this DevOps. Now, what is this DevOps? In simple terms, DevOps is a practice or a process. Remember that when DevOps came in the market, okay, it was treated as a process very early in the market. Okay, DevOps is not like just came in the market. It came in the market. Okay, it came in the market. If you see here, okay, right from building a product, building a software, building a website. It can be a software, product, or a website, whatever you want to build, and whatever you want to, after building, whatever you want to send it to the market. Okay, right from building, designing it till it goes live in the market, everything is DevOps process. Everything is DevOps process. So initially DevOps came as a process where your developers and your operational, so development team and operational team work together to build a quality product. So main goal of DevOps coming in the market for to build a quality product. Okay, to build this quality product right from design till it goes live in the market. Okay, live in the market, they wanted a life cycle. Okay, so basically they wanted one life cycle. Now, what is this life cycle? In simple terms, to explain you, basically, for example, like take an example of your phone. If you want to build a phone, what do you decided? You do a planning, right? What should be the size of the phone? What should be the design of the phone? Okay, you do all the requirements gathering of the phone, and then you start doing the coding part of the phone. Okay, building the etc. things about the the design part of the phone, everything. Okay, then you do the integration, some level of integrations in the apps and etc. things. Okay, how it will connect to your Bluetooth, how it will connect to your TV, where it connects, how it connects to your laptop, etc. things you can do it there. And the level of testing, okay, the level of testing people implement on today. It can be any product, okay. And then the deployment, okay, when you start actually, okay, onboarding that product and where you start actually using that product as a user experience, right? And then gathering the feedback and then improving and then monitoring. Improvement and monitoring is common because if you see today, anything, it can be a TV, it can be a automobile, it can be a electrical, anything, right? Everything has improvement. Okay, for example, if you see iPhone, right? iPhone started with 1 2 3 4 and today it is at 16. Tomorrow again this plan to come 17. So the improvement is mandatory because it enhances user experience. And monitoring, every time you get a software update in your phone, how you're getting it? Because companies monitor your phone, they keep a track of this device, that which device should go, what kind of a software for the upgrade. So all that monitoring, not only this in terms of phone, it can be any product, right? So basically, right from designing till it goes in the live market, we use a DevOps process. So to complete your DevOps process will come into picture. To implement this DevOps process, they wanted a life cycle. They wanted a life cycle to implement this process. Okay, to implement this process of DevOps. Okay, they implement the process of DevOps right from designing to the building. They wanted a life cycle. They got a life cycle. Now, where is the technology then? So to implement this life cycle, they brought the DevOps tool. So basically, behind every DevOps life cycle, there are tools like planning has Jira ticketing tool, your service now. Okay, your build and code has your Maven, Git. Okay, your JFrog. So the integration has your contains integration has your Jenkins. Okay, then today you have a GitOps also. You can use GitOps also. Then you have testing, SonarQube is there, and multiple different security tools will come into this. Okay, then you have your deployment, your Terraform, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes. Okay, then improvement and feedback is generic themes, and then the monitoring. So monitoring also we have Grafana, Prometheus, different stack of monitorings are there. Okay, so that is how the technology came in the market. So initially, DevOps came as a process. To implement this process, they wanted a life cycle. To run the life cycle, to run this complete life cycle, they decided to bring a technology. That is where a DevOps tool came in the market. Okay, that is how the DevOps came in the market. So in simple terms, DevOps is not a technology, it's a process. But to implement that process, they wanted these DevOps tools in the market. Okay, that is how you're going to learn those. Now, remember that whenever a technology comes in the market, for example, DevOps came in the market, definitely there'll be a drawback that somewhere something got failed. That's the reason they brought your DevOps. Yes. Similarly, before DevOps, there was something called build and release technology. There was something called build and release technology, and we were called as build and release engineers. Okay. So some of the tools in the DevOps like Git, Maven, okay, your JFrog, SonarQube. So these are part of your build and release as well. They were also part of release. In the DevOps, we got advanced tools like your Jenkins, your Docker, your Kubernetes, your Terraform, right? So monitoring stack, etc. came for the DevOps, and rest of the things are coming from legacy. Okay, but these are required to have in the DevOps. Okay, so now a simple example why it failed. I'll give you just 2 minutes of time where you'll spend it. So if you see this traditional development of a car manufacturing company. So DevOps is not used in only software. It is used across wide of industries. It is used in insurance domain. It is used in healthcare. It is used in your automobiles. Okay. It is used in your educational sector. It is used in your government agencies. Multiple places DevOps is used. Okay. If you see this, let's take an example of car manufacturing company. Okay. So one of the car manufacturing company has a traditional development where all the developers are building spare parts. They're building one spare part of the car. Okay. And then what they did, they created a good documentation and they hand over to operation people. So now what this operation people did, they read the documentation, they start fixing the car, and finally the car is successfully built, and they started releasing the market. Okay, with the minimal testing, they released the market. Now what happened is, okay, this both the people are working in silos. They are working individually. This person is building a spare part, is giving some knowledge in the form of documentation. Okay, and this person is working here. Okay, now car is delivered. Customer took the car. He went towards 100. He started driving almost 100 kilometers, and suddenly the car break down. It just stopped over there. Okay, but what was the problem? Not known. Okay, okay, customer didn't know. Customer was very angry about this purchasing a car in lakhs, and the car stopped there after 100 kilometers. Okay, now is it a company mistake? Is it a customer mistake? Obviously, company's mistake. Why? Because if you see any product today, it should be user friendly. Okay, so today, like in the car dashboard, when a car stop, it says start manually, or there's a problem in the car. Everything comes into it. It's also your phones, your TVs, anything you see, you have a proper instructions that what happened to your device, and everything is given properly. Okay, so here problem what happened is, if these two people would have worked together properly, that means doesn't mean that developer will do the development, operation will do his operations, but they should coordinate with each other, have a proper conversation before releasing a product in the market. It can be a car, it can be a phone, it can be a TV, it can be anything, a website, anything. If they have worked together, they would have built a quality product. That's the reason they wanted this. From the traditional development, they wanted dev and operations from ops. Okay, and they wanted this DevOps to work together to build a quality product. They wanted them to become a shared goals and build a quality product, so that the company, okay, both these people, your dev and ops, should work together. They coordinate with each other. Okay, complete the product, so that the business will run smooth and the end users will be happy. That is where the DevOps came in the market. So initially, DevOps came as a practice, a process, or a culture where they wanted this operation development to work together to build a quality product. Okay, to run that quality product, they brought the DevOps lifecycle, and to implement the DevOps lifecycle, you brought your DevOps tool in the market. That is how it came. That is what the introduction behind your DevOps. Okay, that is how it came in the market. Right now, who is a DevOps engineer? Remember, guys, it's not a support job. It's not a support job. It's not a support job. It's a IT professional course. I would say a digital IT professional course, because it's one of the digital course in the market. It's a top, in the top 10, you'll see this DevOps and cloud, or I would say in some places you have top 5 as well. Okay. Okay. Why? Because DevOps is mandatory. Doesn't matter any technology you use. This is the base for any product. It's a base for any product. Okay. So it's an IT professional course where you work with multiple folks in the industry. Okay. You require soft and hard skills. Okay. And you'll be doing a scripting. Developer will be doing a coding. We'll be doing a scripting. That means we'll be doing automation. How developer does coding? Okay, he's a coder. We'll be working as an automation. We'll be automating the manual process. All the manual process via the tools. Okay. So DevOps engineer is a full-time job. Remember, always you'll see a full-time job. Hardly you'll see a contract here and there, because there's a lot of need of DevOps in the market. A lot of need of DevOps. A lot of openings are coming. Okay, but people require that skills to crack it. That is one of the main reason. Okay, and they are responsible for production ongoing maintenance. That means, what is a DevOps person responsible? 3 things is responsible. Remember, one is your AWS cloud services. Second is the DevOps tools. And third is a website or product website or software. So whatever it is building, he is responsible for making sure it is 24/7 live in the market. We are not worried about writing the code. We are not worried about fixing that application. We are worried about making sure it is used by the customers 24/7 with the help of our DevOps tools. You won't sit 24/7 in the system. You have a good tools which will manage it. And DevOps engineers should have CI/CD tools. All that I listed in the introduction, that are completely CI/CD tools, your Git, Jenkins, Maven, etc. things are your CI/CD tools. And you should have one of the cloud knowledge, AWS, GCP, and Azure. So AWS came early in the market. So a lot of companies are stick to AWS now. But GCP, Azure is now booming in the market. It takes some time for it to come in the market. Okay. But all the 3 clouds are same, guys. The content of the cloud is same. The logic is same. Only the vendor is different. The vendor who is selling the service is different, but rest everything is same. Okay. And then troubleshooting, we'll be learning it here. Behind every tool, we'll be learning 10 steps of troubleshooting. We'll be analyzing, okay, designing and evaluating automation. So all the 3, we'll be analyzing it. We'll be designing architectures. We'll be doing it manually, plus we'll be automating it. Both will be working it here. And infrastructure also, we are managing it here as part of cloud. Okay, completely of VPC, load balancer, order scaling, Route 53s, okay, your IAM, S3, etc. things we'll be managing as part of this one. Okay, all that things we are covering as part of a syllabus. Fine. Now, who is a DevOps? Is IT professional who works with multiple folks in the industry. Okay, he should have hard skills, soft skills, and he should do automation. Okay, and we also spoke about responsibility. Now, question arises: I spoke about what is DevOps, why DevOps, who is a DevOps. But now, question arises: main important thing is where is DevOps used? Because that is important, right? That is important that where is actually DevOps used in the market. So, in simple terms, remember that if the companies, okay, if the companies don't use your DevOps, there's no meaning of learning DevOps at all. Amazon, Netflix. Why does Netflix require DevOps? How do you think your Netflix is 24/7 app? The moment you open an app, the moment you connect in your TV, the moment you open your website of the Netflix, it is 24/7 app. Or more simple if I tell you, right? As soon as you wake up in the morning, first thing you see your Instagram, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, okay? The social media, what do you see it, right? On the daily basis. So how do you think the moment you open it and you connect to internet, it is available for you? Why? Because your DevOps tools are sitting behind this websites and making sure it is running 24/7. Okay, so that's the reason these many companies are listed. Just go and check. Okay, many companies will get 500 Fortune companies which are using your DevOps tools. If the companies don't use DevOps tools, you'll never get a job of DevOps. That is a hard reality of it. Okay, now, okay, second thing, which companies are using cloud? Research it because it's your time, high time, so that where you're going to get the jobs. Okay, you're going to get the jobs in all these companies, not just 4 to 5 service-based company, biggest company. No, it is not the place. Okay, that is a place, that is a good place to work, but that is much more beyond. Lot more startup companies are there, lot more product-based companies are there. Research everywhere where they're using it. Okay, lot more demand is there. This outside countries, there's a lot of demand in Canada. Okay, if you see Canada, Singapore, Dubai, okay, lot of demand for DevOps because they have their own data centers over there. Okay, where they run their businesses, right? So that's the reason the demand is more over there as well as it is there in the India. Right? So research. Okay, now I'm talking about industry, not about company. I'm talking about industry. Software is an industry. Imagine how many companies are there, which companies are making use of it. Automobile. We also have a job in automobile because automobile industry also has a website. They also they also have a website where they sell it. Okay. Some of the process in building the car or your any of the automobiles, there also we use some part of DevOps process. Okay. Insurance. Every insurance company has a website. They also have a product for building. They also maintain website. Okay, they also have a changes in their websites and everywhere. So definitely DevOps is required. So everywhere, financial institutes, banking. Okay, today everything is online. You can make your financial activities online, right? Social media, what do you use it online? Okay, healthcare services. Okay, today you can download a report from internet. Okay, you can get your medicines online. Okay, education is online, e-commerce is on e-commerce, you have online, right? Today a lot of things are there for the e-commerce. Okay, your Amazon is there, Flipkart is there. Likewise, you have a lot of home deliveries also, like your Zepto is there, Big Basket is there, Zomato is there, Swiggy is there. Okay, so Milk Basket is there. Okay, a lot of things are there. So every person who is starting a business, they have online plus offline both. Okay, so that's the reason the demand for DevOps is growing. Okay, even the government agency websites, how they're managing 24/7 because of a DevOps tools. You don't need to sit in front of 24/7 in front of a website. DevOps tools, you just need to take the application of this company's website and just application of the company's code and put it in the DevOps. DevOps will take care of everything. It will take care. The tools are very smart enough to make sure it run 24/7. Okay, and then where is cloud used? If you see your Instagram, where are the reels stored? It's stored in the cloud. YouTube, where's the data stored? In the cloud. Okay. Your Netflix, Amazon, Prime, everything, right? Any data today you see, it's stored in the cloud. That's the reason cloud is most demand in the market. You sit in any part of the country, you can access your data today. Okay. You can access your data because cloud is available. Okay. So imagine that these many places you have jobs. That's the reason I brought this one. It's not just a software, guys. Highest paying salary is this. Okay, your financial and banking pays the highest salary in the market. It pays the highest salary in the market. Okay, not also in government agency have openings. If you see the DRDO, AI, now AI openings have started 2025, notification has started. Airport Authority of India 2025, they also require DevOps, and the starting salary they pay is almost 11 lakhs for a fresher. So imagine with the DevOps knowledge. Okay, if you read the description, you'll see the DevOps knowledge is required for that. DevOps and cloud is required. Okay, so the demand for it is growing day by day. Okay, so these many places you have jobs, not just a software. If everyone goes to software, okay, the limitation of the jobs will be there. But these many places you have a openings in the market where you go to different industries, different domains, you work for it. Okay, and do you think only educated people are using the services of this entire population using it? If you see your social media, is it only used by us like educated people? No, even your kids are using it, teenagers are using it, mid-age people are using it. Okay, yeah, your little bit of okay, 40s 50s are using it. Even the people there, elder people are making use of it. Okay, and not only like people who are completely in the education field or completely in the software field are using, even the people, okay, your business people, or it can be a people who are in the villages, they also use today. Okay, so imagine that the demand for the DevOps and cloud is very high because it is associated with the population. First, understand the importance of DevOps. Okay, where it is used, how much demand is there? Because if your technology is not used in the market, no need of learning DevOps. I personally say no need of learning DevOps because there's no meaning. If the companies don't use DevOps, you'll never get a job. So first research, when you research about a technology, you decided that you made a mind that I'll learn DevOps, then definitely first research that where it is used, how extensively it is used, how long it will be there. Okay, so DevOps journey, okay, DevOps and a cloud journey, if I read, the roadmap is still 2050. The roadmap is still 2050. Next 25 years is not in, is that not enough for your career? Next 25 years the roadmap for that. Okay, and it is beyond that, but 25 is a roadmap where, okay, in 2025 itself, almost 24 itself, there were 70% of companies move to cloud, and 2025, it is expected that 90% of the companies will move to cloud. Okay, so imagine the level of jobs which are going to open in the market. Okay, right after this financial year, how much the demand is going to grow. Okay, so research everywhere, and also now moving forward, most of the colleges is bringing DevOps and cloud as one of the subject in the syllabus. So it is going to be a trend in the education field also that they have to start learning this one. Okay, and most of the people are now selecting the who are in the last year of your MS, who does in US, UK, and everywhere. They also coming for this because they want this in their last semester, which they want to do a project out of this. Okay, so research, guys, it's your time. Research, check the salaries. Indian salaries will be a little bit low starting. Okay, but it's not just low. Like the startup companies will give you like around 4.2 to 5 for a fresher. But if you go for a product-based company, the salary is around starting from your 8 to 14 lakhs, 8 to 14 lakhs, and on average it is giving. Okay, the product-based companies, if you go. But the experience will get a good salary. Okay, you can negotiate that. It's all based on skills, guys. It's all based on the skills. Okay, the maturity, the level of you deliver the content to them. It all depends upon it. Okay, so check the research, the jobs, how often the jobs are coming, how, okay, in a day how many openings are coming. So go to your LinkedIn, go to Indeed. A lot of sites are there, guys. A lot of sites, research everywhere. Okay, because research is very important. Before technology, leave about it. Technology, you learn it, not a big deal. It's just one course, you learn it. But research is very important. Okay, research it, take the decision, and then move on with it. Okay, because once you start a course, journey should be smooth. Once you decided that I'll be in DevOps, start a journey where you learn the course and end with a destination where you get a job. That should be a target when you start a course. Okay, forget about the content. I'll give you a good content, I'll give you a good diagram, I'll draw excellent diagram for you where I'll explain you each and everything about each and every tool. Okay, that is a secondary part. Okay, because if once you decided that you learn a course, definitely you learn it. It's not there's no coding, it's purely completely open source. Whatever you learn here is everything we are learning from official websites. Okay, everything we are learning from official websites. So it is available in the internet. Anything is not working, anything is not working in your tools, everything you get solution in the internet. That is where the beauty of DevOps. So whatever you learn it here, exactly same is there in the company. That is what Okay, it is easy to learn. Okay, it's not like a programming where you learn something here and then when they go in the company, you have to think and write some other logic. No, it's not the case. Okay, it's not the case here. Right? Okay. Now, I hope at least 10% you understood where DevOps is used. Okay. Okay, what is DevOps? Who is a DevOps engineer? And what is the demand in the market? Okay, fine. Now, I'll take a pause here. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Any queries and doubts? Anything? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Feel free to ask. Anything, guys? Feel free to ask. I hope at least 1% where DevOps is used, you got it. Okay. No, anything? Anyone has any questions? Feel free. Questions? All clear? All good?
Yeah.
Fine, great. Nice. Okay. No. Okay. So let's come to the next part of this. Okay. So far, good. Great. Okay. Thank you. So accelerate career and DevOps in AWS Cloud. So very first, guys, there's a proper roadmap to learn. It's not just you learn when people say like, I want to go to DevOps and Cloud. People say that just learn this, starting these tools and go. I have seen like a lot of people where they just learn some basics of DevOps and some basics of cloud and they start off. Okay. Like they may have a high chance that when there's a huge requirement with the basic knowledge, if your resume is matching 30% of that, companies will pull out. Okay. But problem what happens is you cannot be expert at some point because no company is your home company. You cannot say that it's not a permanent job, right? You don't sit it there for lifelong. At some point, you have to take a U-turn to, grow your career. So in that situation, when you're learning it, okay, learn it properly. Why? Because you should not be dependent on any other employee in your company. Okay, it should always, you should work independently. You should be able to troubleshoot. You should have a great knowledge among anything. Tomorrow, anything comes in your way, you should be able to tackle it. Okay, so when you learn it, learn with a proper roadmap. Gain the complete skills right from the basic till the advanced. Gain it properly. Okay, so when you learn it, always start with the operating system. Programming is for developers. Okay, learn the Linux fundamentals first. You learn anything, you learn anywhere, you go learn anywhere. Okay, but learn the Linux fundamentals, not the basic commands. Okay, there are much more beyond that. So learn the complete Linux fundamentals where you'll be moving into the command line. Okay, till now you worked in completely graphical user interface. It can be Windows, it can be Mac, where you use the mouse. Now you'll be playing your fingers on the keyboard, where you'll be working with a black and white screen. Okay, so make your hands free there first. Make yourself comfortable towards the platform of Linux, where your complete DevOps and AWS works. And then once you complete this module, you start with the cloud or you start with DevOps. This is complete DevOps, your source code management, application building, CI/CD, testing, and everything. So testing doesn't mean it's a QA testing. It's in terms of DevOps. In terms of DevOps, it is okay. So this complete thing you can learn. So Linux, cloud, DevOps, and then monitoring. So add monitoring in the last so that it will add a little bit of weightage to your profile. And today monitoring is required. Okay. Companies prefer monitoring. Okay. So they require this monitoring skills as well. So these 4 modules you'll be learning it, but learn individually. Don't mix up here and there. There are some services which will connect between DevOps and cloud. That is fine. But at least try to learn individually. Okay. So that you complete first module and then you jump to other. Okay. Learn module by module so that you'll be having a good commanding over the respective module. Okay. Now moving on, then get certified. A lot of people will say, I want to get certified. Yes, get certified. I'm not stopping it for certification, but get certified once you're inside a company. Don't get certified just, okay, people like some companies will say preferred certified engineer. Okay. But how much ever you certified, end of the day, you have to give the interview. Remember that. That's a hard reality of it. Okay. So people will do certification. Yes, go with it. I'll say you'll get a great knowledge. You'll get much more knowledge. Yes. But I prefer that first crack the interview, get a job, and then after you work a 6 months or 1 year, then do a certification, and in the same company you look for a position or higher position, or if you want to switch, then try to switch it. Okay, then do a certification because company will pay it first of all. Second thing, certification has a validity, it has expired date. Okay, after 2 years, some are valid for 2 years, some are valid for 3 years. Okay, after that it's not valid. Okay, so because as soon as the course gets upgraded, the certification changes. Okay, so I prefer do it, but only when you want to. Okay, put your career to the next step, right? Then you do it. Otherwise, just for the interview, don't do it. Okay, it will not make sense. Okay, doesn't mean you have a certification, will not that the interview will go smooth. No, it doesn't happen. End of the day, you have to prove yourself, because today the market is okay. Market has a lot of people sitting over there where they are waiting for the jobs, right? So understand the roadmap first. Okay, check the complete roadmap. Second thing, certification, yes, do it. Okay, you know what is stopping it, do it. Okay, understand the Devops market. So go and research everywhere. Okay, before you decide to join the course, first I prefer go and research everywhere. How much is the salary you're getting? Okay, how many openings are coming? How many people positions are there? Okay, today you're junior, then you'll go to senior, then you'll go to tech lead. So how many different positions are there for the same role, right? So research everywhere, because it's not, it should not stuck at one point. It is not kind of like you say that you'll get only 10 lakhs of salary fixed. No, it is not. It should grow. It should grow at some point. Your level should grow, and you should survive in the industry at least for next 25 years. Remember, when you learn a course, decided that my plan is to be in the industry at least 25 years. Okay, that long-term plan you should be in your mind. Okay, and then look at the market for high demand. So check daily jobs, how many jobs are coming in LinkedIn. Okay, how many people are looking for the jobs. Okay, what is the demand, how many openings are coming from the HRs. Okay, follow up the HRs and research. Okay, check your naukri.com, everywhere you check it, and then take the demand. Okay, so it's also the Naukri and everything will show you the trends of the job openings and everything. So research, and end of the day is what your salary matters. I preferably say people this, sit on the salary. Okay, so because you cannot take the company home, you cannot take the, you don't take home anything, right, from your company. Only thing what you take is your salary. So salary is very important, guys. Okay, end of the day, because you are learning this course because of salary. Till now, whatever happened in your career so far, you did it. That is okay at some point. Okay, but now when you start afresh, decide about salary also, because when you're putting effort, you're putting your effort, you're giving your time. Okay, you're giving your patience to this course. So make sure salary is important. Don't negotiate near the salary. Okay, check the recent salaries of industry. A lot of things are there. Research everywhere and then take it. Right? No. Okay, salaries and everything you can check there. Certifications, I told you, every tool level certification is there. You say I want to be Kubernetes expert. Yes, you can be. Okay. You say I want to be DevOps master expert. Yes, you can be. You want to do a cloud level. So AWS itself will give you, a lot of vendors are there in the market. You just search the vendors. A lot of vendors are there in the market who will give you certifications. Okay. And then where you can register them, you can register with them. Fine. And then there are main two things. AWS solution architect. Okay. So the solution architect is the level 1. SysOps is the level 2. SysOps administrator is level 2. So here this is purely kind of question and answer kind of a thing. This is purely practical, guys. Okay. Here you have to submit the proof to the, they'll give you a center. You have to go to a center. You have to completely write your exam, and then you have to submit the documents to them. So where they'll do the evaluation. This is how it works. This is how it works. Okay. So do it. It's not that difficult. You can do it. Okay. But only thing is that it will take time to read it. That's it. Okay. Because certification will have a lot of theoretical part. Okay. That theoretical part is what you have to put effort in learning. Okay. That is what one thing you have to put effort. Right. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned like in module 1 programming language and Linux
Programming
and
language are
fundamentals
there.
is okay. So yeah, okay. In module 1,
There's no
so
programming.
only the Linux fundamentals is enough, right?
We don't do programming. That is what I told you, right? Initially, no programming knowledge are
Okay,
mandatory.
okay.
Don't do programming at all. We don't touch any coding. We don't do
Yeah,
any
okay, okay.
coding.
Thanks.
There's no coding at all.
Okay. Thank you.
Coding was there, I would not teach you technology. First of all, I don't know the coding, right?
One quick question. So where does the OpenShift comes into picture in this? Like, we have
OpenShift is a cluster, okay? OpenShift is a service of your AWS, okay? It's one of the service of your AWS. So what this OpenShift does is, okay, so this OpenShift is basically a cluster where you can run your completely, you can say a serverless architectures implementation, you can do it here. So any kind of a deployments you want to do it, okay, any kind of a computation you want to run it. So there we use this OpenShift. That is where it is used. So they will come as a cloud service. It's one of the cloud service where you'll be making use of it.
okay, is it like part of AWS, something like that?
Yes, it is part of AWS.
Okay.
But open source is not required for a DevOps engineer because OpenShift is kind of a compute service. You can say it's kind of a compute service where the computation happens, where you connect it to the application. Okay. But in terms of OpenShift knowledge, what do you require as part of DevOps is like they will expect us to create a cluster. They will expect us to manage the cluster. They'll expect us to upgrade in case of any new version comes. But mostly that OpenShift is used by developers. Developers usually use that, okay, for their activity. Okay. But still, you want to learn? Yes, you can learn it. Okay. In case your project is requesting it, you're looking for it, you can still learn it. Okay. Nothing like not that you can learn it. No, you can learn it. Okay. There are a lot of developer tools because AWS is not just for DevOps. AWS is there. AWS has a lot of services, right? It is for DevOps. It is for infrastructure. It has some developers tool. It has some scientific tools. It has some data science, data engineering tools. It has some mobile application tools. Okay. So a lot of different services of it. Okay. So in that, what is your part that you'll be morely concentrating on it? Okay, there are other services. If your company says no, we want a support on this, then just a service. For AWS, everything is graphical user. Okay, it's not difficult to learn AWS because AWS, water, for example, you want to learn OpenShift. When you open the OpenShift over there, it'll give you one small video about introduction. I'll give you the steps of everything. When you start creating a cluster, it'll guide you step by step. Okay, now because automatically your what is happening is like in the AWS console itself, they are integrating their AI. Okay, so what is happening? This AI is guiding you completely. Okay, AI is not going to replace your DevOps and AWS. It is just guiding you in a proper steps that what is the next step. Okay, if you make a selection, a wrong selection, it will guide you that do this one, this would be better. So that service is becoming more easy with the help of AI where they're introducing this one. So you can easily create that or you can easily maintain that with the help of your AWS console. Everything you can do it. Again, you can also do that automation in case you want to automate it completely. Yes, we have Terraform. With the Terraforms also, we can create a cluster. That is also possible. Okay, where we have Terraform, we can work on it and we can prepare that respective cluster. Okay, any questions, guys? Any questions, any queries, any doubts? Any questions, any queries, any doubts?
One question. So,
Yeah.
how comfortable we should be to take the DevOps engineer with AWS certification after this course?
See, this course is purely in terms of working. Okay, this course is purely in terms of how do you work in the company once you get selected. Okay, this is purely a technical knowledge. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of theoretical as well. But when you say certification, right? Certification has a lot of FAQs. Okay, so you need to this course will almost cover your 70% of the syllabus for your certification, but certification contains also 30% more of theoretical content. Okay, some theoretical content will be there. Okay, that theoretical content is what you have to spend for if you want to
Got
do that one. Okay, because like if you register if for example you register certification, you go and register on the official website. what will happen is they'll give you the complete course content that what is going to be covered in the certification. Then they'll give you some FAQs. Okay. Then also they'll give you some dumps. There'll be some dumps which are like last year previous dumps, FAQs questions they'll give you, where you need to read that all that things, because it's obvious that when you're writing certification, it will not be straightforward. It is not that if you learn 100 questions, exactly 100 questions will come. There'll be some little bit of logical questions also. They'll twist your question in such a way, because when you say I'm a certified engineer, then definitely you should have little bit of logical sense of cracking that question as well. Okay, the scenario based questions which you see it. So that is where it will be there.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So now coming to technical diagram, right? Okay. Already 1 hour is completed. Okay. So this technical diagram will be implementing in your level 1 class. Okay. The first, not about first class, second class, I would say. Okay. Because first class will be little bit of the prerequisite will be setting up an environment and everything for a practical, but maybe the class number 2. Okay. The second class of this, if the class starts on Tuesday or Wednesday, if it started Tuesday will be the first day where you'll be having the prerequisite for setting up your complete environment. I'll speak about that introduction part. And class 2 will be implementing this diagram. So this diagram will give you a overview first. That means what exactly going to learn here. Okay. And this what exactly going to learn, each and every tool description I'll be giving you. What is that, where it is used in the real time. I'll take an example of Myntra, Amazon, or I'll take an example of Netflix or any real-time website. I'll take an example. I'll compare this, how these tools will help that website to build it, how to maintain that website. Okay. What a developer will do, what you will be doing. Okay. What level of testing will happen. All that things will be doing it. Okay. How do you maintain security? Okay. And then how do you automate it? How do you work manually? So here you're going to learn manual process as well as you're going to learn automation. Because if tomorrow automation doesn't work, still you should able to, okay, still you should able to deliver the product manually. Second thing, how do you fix the automation? If tomorrow automation fails, how do you fix it? Because if you don't have manual knowledge, you cannot fix the errors of automation. Okay. So that knowledge also you'll be gaining it here. And then your advanced tools, your Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, right? So advanced tool deployments. How do you do a deployment in the customer environment via Ansible? Okay. How do you do a deployment via Docker, Kubernetes in the customer environment? Okay. So what level of clusters you'll be upgrading? What level of clusters you'll be using it here? And then the Terraform automation, all the cloud services, how do you automate via Terraform? Okay. So what different concepts you'll be using it here? And then also apart from this, there are cloud natives. Okay. Some of your cloud related services are there. So your Kubernetes, you can install inside a machine, as well as there's EKS, ECS, ECR. Okay. All these different services are provided. AWS code pipelines are there. Okay. Then you have GitOps, your Argo CD, your GitHub Actions. Okay. Some sort of GitHub Lab is there, right? You have GitHub Lab as well. GitHub Lab is kind of like a CI/CD tool. It is. Okay. It is easy. Just register and use it. Okay. That also will walk through. And then you have GitHub Ops. Okay. GitHub Actions is there. We'll be speaking about GitHub Actions. And lastly, we'll speak about the monitoring stuff. We'll speak about your monitoring, because this monitoring will add some weightage to your profile. Okay. Because today industry is like, if you see like normally, like when you see a fresher resume, okay, normally when a student comes out of college, what do you see in this resume, right? I have seen this. This is my personal experience. Okay, when we go for a drives for a colleges somewhere, right? So I would say local colleges. I would not say like IIT IM, because IIT IM directly it happens online. Most of the time it happens online. Okay, and their resumes are like at different level. Okay, so one thing what I'm saying is like when you prepare a resume, okay, when you prepare a resume, okay, your resume should have a external weightage. It's not just a regular weightage. Remember, okay, you should have some X factor as well in that. That X factors will be all your sidecar tools. Okay, not just a regular tools. Okay, so this monitoring will add the weightage to it. Monitoring will give you some weightage, because today monitoring is very important in the market. Everything is getting monitored, because once the application is stable, the next level of work is monitoring only. They will get the bugs, alerting system. Okay, all that. Because for example, take an example. If a website is there, Netflix is there. Netflix contains 1 lakh machines, out of which some 20 servers are down. Out of 1 lakh machines, 20 servers are down. Can you go and identify 20 servers manually? It's not possible, right? You should have an alerting mechanism. When any server goes down, you should get an alert either in your phone, okay, either in your laptop, because you cannot sit in front of laptop 24/7. You should get a call or you should get a message saying that one of the machine went down. Okay, so that mechanism is required to have in the market. That is where your monitoring plays an important role. Proper alerting, and also monitoring will give you a suggestion that what you can improve in your product. So that all monitoring will give you. Okay, because if you see, take a simple example of Amazon. Okay, take a simple example of Amazon. You just go to amazon.com. Okay, and what you do is just spend 10 minutes of time in Amazon. Okay, log in into Amazon and just read about one product. Okay, just read about its comments and everything, and just come back. Don't do anything. After some time, you'll get an email saying that your product is waiting at the cart. Did you add the product to the cart? We just read about the product. We were just researching. I didn't add to the cart. Okay, that means every click, every move is monitored in the market today. That happens with that your monitoring tool. That means when a customer goes to a website, what exactly is researching? Okay, what is not satisfied? For example, he's researching about boat. He saw some content. So they are researching about, they're checking that on how many clicks he's doing. That is what your data analysis does, right? Data science does. So whatever data it is gathered from this website, the complete data is taken, given to the data analysis and your data science team, and where they do the analysis, and top of that they build the modules, your AI modules and everything, they build it, and then they deploy it here. That is how the market is moving towards. But anywhere you go, base is DevOps. Doesn't matter, you go data science, data engineering, anything comes, even the AI comes. Even to install AI, you require your AWS infrastructure. In the top of infrastructure, you can install your AI tools. Okay, AI tools will not install on the fly. It is not possible. End of the day, you require cloud for AI. Okay, anything comes in the market, DevOps and cloud cannot be replaced because it's a base. Anything you want a wrapper. The wrapper is DevOps. Okay, without DevOps, still not possible. Okay, that is where the market is moving. Okay, so we'll implement this on the day 2, because this will take almost, I would say, like more than 1 hour of time for this to sit here and understand one tool. Because one tool, we have to give you what is importance, what was the background of this tool, and how it is used in the real-time website. So one tool, we have to compare it with your website. Okay, how it is used, where it is used, we have to give the example. Okay, and we have to compare it with traditional system, what was the failure, why we are using this tool, and then you have to go. So it will take a longer time, right? I'll not drive it now. I'll take a good scenario with your company. Okay, how a company uses, how you get a requirement, okay, what level of work you're getting, and then this complete diagram I'll divide into your parts. Okay, that is what I brought this initially flow, right? So how your CI flow looks when you say continuous integration flow, how your testing flow looks, how your CD flow looks. In that CD, again, you have deployment of Kubernetes, how the deployment Kubernetes flow looks. So everything will be divided into different flows on your daily basis, daily activities, right? How your day-to-day work happens, how your day-to-day work happens. So such kind of a work we'll be doing it here, and then we'll be building the projects. Then we'll be building your final projects. Okay, so here the course will be like, you'll be spending almost 3 months. Okay, because if you see the syllabus, I will not say 45 days of course. That will not happen in any cost. Okay, because I cannot run every, if I just sit for 2 hours daily, it will blow away your mind. Okay, so that will not happen. So but daily 1 hour of course, here and there, if you require 10 or 15 minutes to extend in a day, yes, we'll extend it, depends upon the topic. But daily 1 hour of class, half an hour is theory, half an hour is practical. Daily there'll be practical. Okay, how much theory is required? That much practical is required. Theory is required for gaining the knowledge. Practical is required to having an experience. Okay, having a experience in that tool. Okay, where you'll gain the experience on that tool, where you can add as experience in your resume. Okay, and theory is also required to speaking in the interview. When you want to sit in the interview, you should have a content to explain. Okay, when a topic is asked, how do you give a definition? How do you give an example? And how do you relate this to a real time? Okay, that is what it will help you to your crack the interview easily, because it's interview is not about just question and answer. It's about explaining, explaining what exactly you understand and how do you will make use of in your industry. Okay, that is what you have to explain it. That is what a interview is required, because it's not just question and answer. Okay, so you have to also work with the example. You have to relate it to the real time, how exactly it will benefit on your day-to-day life. Okay, that is what about interview, right? So we'll be implementing this, but it's a time-taking course, guys. Remember, it's a time-taking course. Even if it extends 10 days more, I'm okay with it, but we'll complete the course. Why? Because learn it properly. It's not in hurry-burry. When you learn it properly, learn it thoroughly, so that you should be in a stage where you should able to crack the interview. You should be confident enough to speak about the tool. So whatever you keep in your resume, that you have to speak it properly. Okay, it's not just you kept in the resume, you have a high level knowledge. Yes, I have a knowledge. That will not work. Okay, we will be doing practical. That practical content I'll convert into your experience. I'll give you also the knowledge about, okay, when you work on a concept, where it is used, okay, how a customer uses, how it will benefit a customer, okay, how it will make the process of DevOps easy. Okay, all that things will be speaking, and also we'll be speaking about scenarios, what level of task, what level of errors, what level of scenarios you'll face in your real time. Okay, that is what we're going to speak here. Okay, that's why it is a time-taking process. Okay, fine. Any questions? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Anything you have in your mind? Okay. Anything you have in your mind. Okay, feel free to ask. Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Feel free to ask. Open up. Feel free to ask. Okay. Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Okay. Maximum the course will start from Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, they will inform you in your WhatsApp. You'll get your WhatsApp and their timings and everything. Everything you'll get it in the flow. Okay, all that things you'll get in your WhatsApp, or you'll get a call from them, including the syllabus and everything. Okay, and also this recording will go live in sometime in YouTube. You'll get in the YouTube here. Okay, if you want to reiterate, you can reiterate and just use it there. Okay, and if you have any personal questions, you cannot ask in the session. Yes, you can contact to this number. This is the admin's number. They will have a conference call with me in case you want to talk. Okay, there's no restriction that you cannot speak, okay, individually. Yes, you can speak it. You can just connect with them. They'll forward this call to me, and we can have an interaction. Right? Anything, guys? Anything? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Because I can draw the technical diagram right now, but again it will go 1.5 hours of time. Okay, where like most of the people will get bored. So that's why I kept it second day. Day 2, day 1 will be mostly the prerequisite, like what all things are required for practical stuff and everything. Will be gathering all the details. I'll give you some practical on day 1 as well. And the day 2 will be technical diagram. Before you start learning, have a complete brief about what exactly you're learning. So you'll get an idea that what exactly you're learning it. And then step by step will be start learning the 112. Okay. And all these tools are not same, guys. Okay. For example, like you'll be worrying about this many tools are there. How will I learn this many tools? All the tools are not same. For example, this Maven, SonarCube, your JFrog and Access, Tomcat, these are small tools. These are small tools. Okay. This will not take much time. The tool content itself is small. The defined by the original website is small. Okay. Every tool's content is not same. Some is a little bit more, some is medium, some is small, right? So the content is okay in that way. So that's the reason we would able to complete. If one tool will take 3 months, 6 months, it will take like we have to learn 4 years of course. Okay, so it is not same. The content is not same in everywhere. Some frequency of content is very high, some is low. Okay, some is medium. That is how it is, right? But still, you can go through the course content. You want to compare it here and there, compare it, and then take your decision. Right? No issues on that. Right? Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Anything in your mind? Feel free, guys. Ask it. Okay. No, don't hesitate. Ask anything. Whatever you have in your mind, ask anything. Whatever you want to ask. Feel free.
Hi.
Yeah.
When I was working in India, so I used to scripting languages like Bash and Ruby script. So can you please learn the can you please tell me so whether you work with the Python scripting or not?
See, Python is not required, guys. We will be learning shell scripting here. See, Python. See, there's a 2 roadmap. Okay. You are learning Linux because Linux is a prerequisite for DevOps and cloud. Okay. Linux, when you're learning Linux, that is a prerequisite. And Linux includes your shell scripting, bash scripting, both are same. There is 2 different softwares inside it, which you learn it. When you say Python, Python is a roadmap for your data science, data engineering. Okay, if you want to move towards that tool, like you want to learn Power BI, you want to learn that kind of a tools, when you go towards that tools, then there is a roadmap. So Linux is a prerequisite for DevOps and cloud. Python is a prerequisite for your respective data science, data engineering. If you move towards that roadmap, then you go for it. Because Python itself will take almost 3+ months of course. Okay, Python is not just in 1 week or 2 weeks you can learn. If someone says that, okay, we'll teach you Python in 1 week, not possible. Okay, Python is lot of modules, inbuilt modules are there where you have to learn a lot of Python modules. Okay, Python itself has a full stack, like how we have a Java full stack, like you have in the Java, you have core Java, advanced Java, Spring, Hibernates, and everything. Similarly, Python has a modules. Okay, that modules are very big, we have to cover. Python cannot be learned in one go. It has a complete development path is there for the Python. Okay, you can have it. So if you want to have a secondary skills, sales, you can have a secondary skills for a Python. But Python is not required in DevOps anywhere. Okay. So there
Yeah.
are like some
Okay.
companies will ask you in the JD saying that we require a Java, we require Go language, we require Python. Okay, because they have that development sitting in that. Maybe they are complete, the code is written in Python. So they want a person who can understand Python for them. But
Yeah. So
it is
some
not
companies are
possible.
asking in the JD, so that's the reason I'm
Yes.
asking.
Why? Because they're asking Java and everything. They're asking a developer role. They want a AWS developer because AWS provides a developer services and they want this one. So they require a little bit of knowledge of your Kubernetes and everything because they want it. But that is not a DevOps role. That is purely a developer's role. You don't fit there. Okay. Some JDs will come in that format where they'll ask you that we require Python, Java, Go language because the code is sitting there. The complete code base which they have written, that is sitting there. You cannot work on the code because you're not a developer, right? So that is what developers want. That is not for us. Because Python itself will take almost 3+ months to learn that complete stack. And that is purely development. You have to write the logic. We are not right to learn. Already we have 4 modules which you are learning it. Already we are spending time in 4 modules. Okay. We have Linux, DevOps, cloud monitoring. This is where we like. We don't do any coding. You want to have a secondary skill beyond that. You say that, no, I want to also learn Python. Yes, you can learn it. There's no restriction, but your role will change a little bit. Instead of having a DevOps engineer, it will change to, okay, it will change your roles to, like here you call your AWS DevOps engineer. They will call you as DevOps developer. They'll use like AWS developer, not DevOps will not come as developer. They will call it as AWS developer. Okay, where their services running on cloud and they have a code base on either Python or Java or Go language. Because the Go language itself or Python will take almost 3+ months. That 3+ months is also just the course you'll learn it. But after you learning, you have to implement the logics. The logics will again, you'll spend almost 3 to 6 months of time to understand the logics. It's a complete different thing. If you're selecting Python, if you want to learn Python, you decided that in your mind you want to learn Python, learn it. Then your course will not go towards your AWS or DevOps. Your course will go towards data science, data engineering. That is a roadmap of that. Okay, that's a different roadmap if you want to learn it. And there you have to do the development. Development is required with their tools because you have to build the modules, Python modules, you'll have to build it there. Fine. Any other questions? Any other queries? Anything else? Feel free, guys. Anything else you have? Any questions? Any queries?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which flavor of Linux we are going to use?
Which flavor of Linux you're going to learn? Yes. You're going to learn Red Hat, okay, RHEL. You're going to learn Ubuntu, and you're going to learn Amazon Linux. 3 of them you're going to spend time. Okay. Mostly Red Hat will be a base. Everything you'll learn in Red Hat. The standard will keep it. But here and there, your Amazon Linux will come, Ubuntu will come. Both will come into picture. So whatever you install and inside Red Hat, same thing will work on Ubuntu. Same thing will work on Amazon Linux. But I'll show you all the 3 flavors here. How the 3 flavors will work. That answers your question. Anything else, guys? Okay, fine. No questions, no queries. Reach out to this number, guys. If you have any questions, you want any recording, you want syllabus and etc. things, reach out to this question. Reach out to this. This is the admin number. Okay. You can reach out to them. They will. Okay. They will answer all your questions. Okay. You can reach out to them anytime. They'll be available for handling your queries. Still, you want to talk to me? You want to have a conversation one-on-one? Yes. You can call to this number. They will arrange a call. Right? Okay. Any questions, any queries and doubts? Again, like more 5 minutes I'm spending here. If no questions, then let's drop off. Okay. This video will go live in sometime in YouTube. You want to have it, you can just take it from there. You can visit our career IT, where you can see all the courses. Also, we have like the recordings of previous classes, few of the recordings we uploaded. You want to see that, go to our YouTube channel, you can get it. Right? Okay, there. Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, have a good day. Thanks for joining. Okay, see you on the course day. The day one will start. Maybe they'll inform you about the timings. You'll get it. Okay.
Yep, thank
I
you.
have 6 years of experience in VMware admin. How can I put into experience? Yes. See, already you are in the operations. Okay. VMware, I told you, right? All the Linux admin, your system admins, all they fall under the operations. Okay. So all this now today, VMware and everything is also there in the cloud. Okay. So only thing is that you have to convert your experience into DevOps. Okay. So you're working in the company, you have a genuine experience, right? So only thing is that you have to twist your resume. You have to just twist your resume. Your company will be same, your client will be same. Okay, only your product will be same. Only thing is that we'll be converting your complete experience of this VMware. We'll keep that as well, but we'll be converting, we'll be putting some more knowledge of your DevOps. So what are we going to learn here? We'll be dividing that into your, okay, dividing that resume into your DevOps. Okay, why? Because remember that a fresher in an organization is equivalent to 4 years. When a fresher goes in a company, he will be working with 4 years. Even if a 4 years guy goes to a company, he will be working as a 4 years guy. So your 4 years guy is equivalent to a fresher. So imagine that just 2 years is more here. So you can easily manage your profile. We can just simple terms. If I tell you, just convert your resume into DevOps, apply it and go and give an interview. You'll understand that what level of questions they're asking you. Okay. So it's all about interview, guys. Okay. You can easily change your resume, not a big deal. There are 10 plus, 14 plus experienced people are changing from different domains. Why can't a 6 person can change it? You can easily change it, not a big deal. Only one interview you have to give. That one interview will give you a knowledge of that. Okay. So don't worry about that. That's not a big deal. There are almost 10 years people with non-IT experience, a different domain are moving on. Okay, you already into a technical domain only. So you can easily grab up. You already have a good knowledge of Windows, so you can easily grab your Linux and you can learn DevOps and cloud. Not a big deal for that. You can easily grab it. Okay. Okay then, guys. Okay, let's drop. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more queries? Any more doubts? Any more questions? Any more queries? Any more doubts? Okay then. Okay, let's pause it, guys. Okay, let's connect on the first session and then we'll have a technical diagram then. Right? Sure. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.